Hi everyone, welcome to class. My name's Jess and I'm going to be guiding you through this practice today. This class is linked into my series, The 5 Elements, and this week we'll be working on water. Water is one of my favorite elements and we'll be specifically working with the idea of the ocean, the tranquility and fluidity of the ocean, but also the unexpected storm that can often occur. So when you're ready, let's meet lying down on our tummies, facing the top of our mat. I'll see you there. Coming down to lying on your tummy with one hand stacking above the other, and then gently rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. Begin to soften into your glutes, maybe even adding a soft shimmy into your hips. And then closing your eyes, taking a nice long inhale, full breath in. And through the mouth, exhale, release the breath. Again, breathing in fully. Breathing out. Let the breath just soften into its own gentle, natural rhythm. And every time you inhale, just observing the subtle lift and floating sensation. Every time you exhale, feel that gentle sinking sensation. We're breathing in, filling the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. And exhaling to release from the upper back, the middle back, and finally the lower back. Breathing in and breathing out. See if you can connect to your Ujjayi Pranayama, that nice oceanic breath. Each breath you take resembling the ocean. The sound of the breath sounds like crashing waves. And this idea of fluidity where each inhale seamlessly loops into the exhale. And just as the ocean never pauses, never stops or hesitates, neither does our breath or movement. Perhaps setting an intention for this practice now, and filling your intention with love, kindness, and positivity. Take a long breath into your intention. And through the mouth, exhale, let it go. Lift your head gently from your palms and reach the fingertips back behind you. On your next inhale, slide your hands forward. Let them trickle across the floor. And on your exhale, as if you're swimming, part the water and lift up high, lifting your chin, your chest, engaging your glutes and driving your hands back. Inhale to dive down, reaching the hands forward. Exhale, pressing into the tops of the feet, lifting high, peering your chin above the water. One more. Inhale, diving down. Exhale, parting the water, lifting up, engaging your glutes, working through the core. Amazing. So softly lower back down onto your tummy. We're going to reach our right arm out long. You may need to shuffle to one side depending on your space. Your left hand is going to come underneath your shoulder, ready to press into. Lift up your left foot, lift up your left knee. Now press firmly into your left hand and begin to pivot your heart to the sky, landing your left foot to the outside of your right leg. You can relax your head down towards the floor, or even grab a block to place underneath it. As though we're swimming, trickle your hand across the floor as you breathe in, reaching it far overhead. And on your exhale, cactus your arm and sweep it back. Again, breathing in, hand reaches forward and up. Exhaling to cactus your arm, feeling that deep pectoral stretch. Last one, inhale. Exhaling. Beautiful. Coming onto your side, pressing into the pinky side edge of your right foot and using the right hand as balance. You're going to use your left hand to hold onto your knee and then slide your hand to your ankle. Very slowly, this is quite a tricky transition. Pull your left knee away from you and keep your heel close to the butt. If this is enough, stay here. If you'd like more, press your hand into your foot into hand for your Chapasana. Take one more inhale. And then exhale to very slowly draw the knee back in. Heel to the butt, release the hand from it and place it down for support. Lower back down onto your tummy. And we'll switch the sides over. So again, you may need to shuffle, create the space you need. Left arm is out long. Right hand is under shoulder. Right foot lifts. Right knee lifts. And we step the right foot over our leg. Relax your head down towards the floor. Reach your hand away from you. Inhale to trickle the hand forward past the ear. Exhale, cactus your arm, shine the heart to the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out. Close down your eyes. Just feel that gentle breath guiding your movement. Inhaling and exhaling. Amazing. We're coming to center. So again, dropping our left foot so we're on the pinky side edge. Lean onto just your side. You do need to use a little bit of glute engagement here. Hold on to your right knee and then gradually slide your hand down the shin. Draw your knee away from you. Heel towards the butt. Push your hand into the foot into hand for Chapasana if you did on the other side. Breathing in. Filling your heart and then breathing out. Gently bend into your knee. Release your hand from the foot. Slowly plant the right hand down and lower onto your tummy. Amazing. Both hands are going to come underneath your shoulders. Push into your knees, lifting up your hips, then the belly, then the chest. Rise up into tabletop. And you may need to just shuffle those knees in so that our wrists are directly under the shoulders, the hips are directly on top of our knees. We're going to breathe and move in a way that feels good. So it's entirely up to you what you do here, but make sure you have two rules. Make sure the movements feel amazing in your body, and make sure you're connecting your breath to your movement. So I highly recommend closing your eyes and just start to breathe and move. And you've got 4 rounds of breath, whatever your body needs, wherever those tension points are, use this time wisely to ease into it. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last round of breath. Beautiful. Tuck the toes behind you, lift up your hips, gradually making your way into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Imagine little sandbags pulling your heels towards the floor. Press firmly through your palms and then wrap your shoulders into that center line of the body. Beautiful. From there, we're going to come high onto our tiptoes. Lift up the right foot and bring your right knee to your right wrist. Try and land your right ankle towards your left wrist and then set down the shin, set down your left knee. Tuck the left toes, crawl them back behind you. Coming into our half pigeon pose. Now you may want to bring a block or a pillow, something for support under your right thigh if it isn't quite at the ground. Wherever you are is brilliant. Bring your fingers out in front of you. Take an inhale to lift your chest. And on your exhale, dive your torso down just to your edge. Inhaling to lift up. Exhaling to fold. And remember, we're moving with the ocean waves, with the sound of your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhaling to lower. Last round, inhale, lifting. Exhaling to lower. Nice. Gently press yourself back up. From here, we're coming into our 90-90 position. So sit into your right hip. If you have a block or prop there, move it aside. And then swing your left knee around so that we have our right shin parallel to the top line of our mat and our left shin parallel just to the side of the mat. So there should be a 90-degree angle around your ankles, a 90-degree behind your knees, and a 90-degree at your groin. Okay, bring both hands over to the right, over your right thigh. And we want the hands shoulder distance apart. So again, if this is quite an intense twist for you, grab your blocks, place your hands on. Take a breath in, breathing out. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, join me with this fluid transition of inhale, the right arm rises. Apologies, that's your left arm. Rise your left arm. And on your exhale, thread the left arm just under your right. You won't get very far, but just enjoy that intensity through the body. Inhale, rise your left arm. Exhale, thread the arm through. One more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, thread the arm. Amazing. Come up through center. Sit into your right hip. Lift up your left shin and put it forward, stacking your left ankle on top of the right knee. So we're coming into our full pigeon pose. Now this might be, or most likely will be, very intense for you. So if this is too much, you could place a block under your right knee. You could place one underneath your left knee, or if neither of those options are helping, bring your left foot and just bring it to the inside edge of your right leg. Wherever you are is perfect, don't question it. Lift up tall. We're only here for 3 rounds of breath in full pigeon. You can bring your hands down for support, lift tall. Or if you have a little bit of extra space, feel free to fold forward. That is a tongue twister. Relax your body. Come back to the breath. Try and create that oceanic breath with your Ujjayi Pranayama. Perfect. When you're ready, pushing into your hands, lifting tall. We're going to sit back into our hips. Release your left foot and bring both knees in close. If this is enough, stay with the hands behind you for support. If you'd like more, reach your hands forward into Navasana boat pose. If you'd like a little bit more than that, extend your legs up, point the toes, or maybe even holding onto the shins and pulling them in close. Take 2 rounds of breath wherever you are. Say a little hearty hello to your core. Welcome it into the class. Amazing. Okay, switching sides. Left shin is now going to come parallel to the top of your mat. Now flex the foot just to protect the knee. Extend your right leg back. Push into your hands. Tuck the back toes to lift your hips and close that right hip off. Okay, you might need to crawl that back toes back, lifting tall. half pigeon pose. We're coming into that beautiful wave in the spine. So inhaling to lift, exhaling to fold over the leg. Breathing in, lifting up, exhaling to fold. And it's really not about how far you fold. Just making sure it feels nice in the body. And connecting our movement to the breath. Perfect. After that fourth one, just gently press yourself up. Sit into your left hip, come into that 90-90 position. So this time, left shin's parallel to the top of the mat, 90 degree between the ankles, between the backs of your knees, right shin parallel to the side of your mat, and 90 degrees at the hips. Take a little twist to face the left. Your hands are shoulder distance apart. We're lifting tall. Again, if this is enough, or if this is where you stayed last time, stay again. Or adding on, breathe in, rise the right arm. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left. Inhaling to rise. Exhale to thread. Inhale, rising up. Last one, threading on the exhale. Slowly lift up. Sit into your hips. Lift up the right shin. Stack the right ankle on top of the left knee. Again, you have your options. Block under left knee, block under right knee, or just relaxing into it. If it's too much, the foot comes to the inside of the leg. Either staying tall as you inhale, or gradually working your hips back, your heart forward, and coming down towards the forearms. Closing down your eyes, 3 conscious rounds of breath. Quite often when we come into stillness, the mind can wander off. Let's just challenge ourselves, see how present we can be through this practice today. Final round of breath, inhale and exhaling. Gently press into your hands, bring the weight back into your hips, release your legs, pull in for your Navasana. Either hands can stay behind you or reach your hands forward. We want the feet flexing back, heels in line with the knees, or if you want to come into that extended leg variation, you're welcome to. You could also hold the calves like last time. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale. See how easy you can breathe, even with your core engaged. Beautiful. Land your feet down. 3 options. We're coming to a standing forward fold. So you can either squeeze those heels in close, reach the arms forward and distribute the weight so that we can lift without using our hands. Option 2, use some momentum. Roll into it, roll back, land the feet, come into your fold. Option 3, of course, use your hands to help you up. When you arrive at the top of your mat in your forward fold, bring the feet to hip distance, soften over your legs. Let the upper body surrender so that we can target into our hamstrings. Send the hips up and back. Breathe in, release your arms, find your flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. And on your exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Ground firmly through your feet, rise up high, Urdhva Hastasana, high mountain pose. And then bring the hands to your heart center, Samastitihi. Come back to your intention of practice. Allow the words of your intention to bring a smile to your face. Take a long breath into those words. And a clearing exhale through the mouth. Inhale, the arms rise high. High mountain pose. Exhale, diving forward, keeping the weight into our toes. Breathe in for a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, translating to half fold. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, and step back into high plank pose. Bring your shoulders just past your wrists. Option for knees to lower or added challenge, keep them lifted. Chaturanga, bring the elbows to your side body. Untuck your toes, coming onto the tops of the feet and lift up into upward facing dog. The glutes are engaged, knees and thighs lifting. Exhale, chin to chest. Protract your shoulders and roll all the way back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale to rise your right leg high to the sky, 3-leg dog. On your exhale, draw your right knee to your nose and gently step the right foot between your hands. If it's not quite there, pick it up and step it forward. Keeping the back knee lifting, rise your right arm to the sky into our easy twist. Gazing to that top hand, stacking your shoulders, breathe in. On your exhale, drop onto the pinky side edge of your back foot so the left toes face the right. You may need a little bit of help with your hand here. We're picking the right foot up, bringing it all the way over your left leg. So when you're ready, picking up the right foot, step it over your left leg. Rise your arm up into your wild thing. Breathe in. And then on your exhale, keep your arms and legs straight, but gently lower your hips to the floor. Yeah, got it? Again, breathe in, rise up to wild thing. Heart shining towards the sky, and then exhaling. Arm and leg stay straight, but the hip becomes heavy and lands down. Last one. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, softly landing your hips to the ground. We're going to keep the hips grounding. This time, gaze towards your back foot, so we're facing the back of the mat. We're going to swim our arms forward. Keep the right foot flat on the floor with a bend in the knee, and bring your right shoulder to the inside of the knee. As if you're swimming, part the water, and see if you can almost touch your hands behind your back. Okay, releasing out, we'll try it 2 more times. So inhale, swim forward, right shoulder, inside edge of right arm. Exhale, sweep the arms back. And we're trying to lock, I'll turn to face you. So we're trying to lock our arm around our right knee. Last round, breathe in, sweep forward. Bring your arms around, as though you're carrying a little bowl of soup to the lower back with the right hand, maybe coming into your bind, clasping hands. Without the bind, we'd just be resting the hands to the floor, squeezing the right knee in towards the shoulder and pausing. Wherever you're at is absolutely perfect. Take 1 more breath in, and then breathing out. Releasing out of your bind. Plant your left hand back to the top of the mat, and all we're going to do here is push into the right foot and come back to the left pinky side edge of foot. So lifting up and then stepping the right foot all the way to the right outer edge of mat. Big slow step forward. As you step, pivot on the ball of the back foot to make it a fluid transition. Right hand comes underneath your right shoulder. We're in our lizard lunge. Take a gentle rock forward and back. And then when you're ready, take a big step forward into Malasana. The heels pull in, the toes draw out, and we use our hands in one strong line with the forearms to press the knees open. Breathe in fully. Breathing out. We have 2 more rounds of breath. You're welcome to stay here or bring the hands to the floor. Bring your knees towards the elbows and have a play around with Bakasana, crow pose. Nice. Okay, coming back to Malasana, breathe in. Land your hands down, lift your hips up. And then just pivot your heels behind your toes. So we're quite a wide fold here. We're going to bend the knees, tuck the tailbone under, start to roll one vertebra at a time, all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulder heads back. Bring your hands to the heart center and step your feet into hip distance. Inhale, rise your arms up towards the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward, keep the weight in the toes. Breathe in to lengthen your spine for your flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step or hop back into Chaturanga. Breathing in for upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Amazing. Ready for the left side. Rise the left leg. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, stepping the left foot between the hands. Rising up the left arm. Inhale for your twist. Stacking our shoulders, using our core to propel us into this twist. Coming onto the pinky side edge of our right foot. And when you're ready, you're welcome to use your left hand to pick up the leg, or add a challenge, try not to. Step the left foot over your right leg. Inhale for Wild Thing, feel the heart lifting to the sky. And then exhale, keep the arms and legs straight, lower your hip to the ground. We'll do that 2 more times. It's very strengthening, but I know it is also very challenging. Inhale to rise up, Wild Thing. Exhale, lowering your hips down. Last one to lift up. And exhale, lowering down. Perfect. This time we'll stay down, facing the back of the mat. Left sole of foot flat to the floor. We're going to swim our arms through the legs, so inside edge, left shoulder, inside edge of your knee. Part your hands, part the water, scoop the arms around. Again, inhale forward, open the arms. Okay, last one, scooping forward. Like I mentioned before, as you part the arms, imagine you're carrying a little bowl of soup. As that internal rotation of the shoulder guides you to your left hip. From there, maybe you can clasp the hands, or a full bind would be the right hand around your left wrist. Wherever you're at is perfect. Reach your heart towards your right toes as the right toes reach back to meet the heart. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. And exhaling. Release the grip from your hands. Perfect. From here, reach your left hand back to the floor. We're going to push, apologies, it's the right hand. Draw your right hand to the top of the mat. Push into your left foot and rise up to your side plank. From here, the left foot is going to step all the way to the left top edge of your mat as you pivot on the ball of the back foot. Take a little rock forward and back here in your lizard lunge. And in your own time, take a big step forward into Malasana. The heels are in, the toes are out, the hands come to the heart center, lift tall, breathing in. Breathing out. You have the option to stay here, or if you'd like to work into Bakasana, crow pose, hands come down. Knees can either be at the triceps if you're just starting out with crow pose, or if you're advancing on, knees are on the elbows. We lean forward, lifting our feet, squeezing the heels in close, the big toes touching, catching our balance, and remembering to breathe. Land the feet down in Malasana, bring the hands to your heart center, and then fold forward. Heels pivot out in line with your toes, the head and neck become heavy. Bend the knees to roll up through the spine. Rolling the shoulders all the way back, bringing the hands to your heart center and stepping the feet in. Inhale to rise the arms up, find that fluidity in your flow. Exhale, dive down over the legs. Inhaling for your flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank pose. Inhale for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take one long inhale together, and then through the mouth, exhale, let it go. One more clearing breath, just like that. Inhale, clearing exhale. Gently lower your knees to the floor, pivot the heels to one side, and then set the butt down. We'll swing the legs all the way around and shimmy ourselves to the center of the mat. Hands come onto the knees, lift up as you breathe in, and then reach your arms forward for a little bit of core, or hands behind thighs for a little bit of support. We're coming all the way down onto our back. Amazing. Bring your knees in nice and close. Bring your arms into cactus. There's a little bend in each elbow. And then just start to circle your knees around, massaging into your glutes, the lower back, the ridge of the pelvis, the sciatic nerve. And then extending the legs out long, bringing the palms alongside the body, closing down the eyes. Take a long breath in, and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Let the shoulders relax, as though ice is turning to water. Soften your jaw and the space between your eyebrows. As you inhale, visualize water just gently drifting over your body, only to shoulder height. On your exhale, feel the ocean pull that water back down towards your toes. A full cleanse of the body and mind. Inhaling. And exhaling, as if you're lying right at the very edge of the ocean. Breathing in. And breathing out. While keeping the eyes closed, the body heavy and soft. Just guide your awareness back into this moment, noticing the sensation of your body pressing into your mat, and how just a few moments of focusing on breath can completely change how you feel. Bring a little bit of movement to your fingers and toes, a soft stretch into your neck, and gradually deepening these stretches, maybe reaching your arms overhead, curling into a ball, rolling to one side. And we're going to make our way up to a cross-leg seat. When you arrive in your seat, bring the hands to your heart center, find a tall spine, a proud chest, and a humble chin. Coming back to your intention that you set at the beginning of practice. And finding so much gratitude towards this time that you've taken today to move, to breathe, to be present. And gratitude towards everyone and everything that brings love and happiness into your life. The light in me honors the love light and beauty in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining class today. It's been an absolute pleasure guiding you through your practice. If you have any questions at all, please just pop it in the comments box below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you enjoyed this class, please give it a little thumbs up and subscribe. It's a very small act of kindness that helps me continue as a yoga teacher. So thank you again, and I look forward to practicing with you so soon. Namaste.